Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam. Today I was chilling and just laid back under the air when the news flash came and talked about a fireball falling down around Georgia and the Carolinas in the southeastern region of the country. And I'm like, ooh, throughout history and many, many cultures, a fireball, which is a meteorite that hits the earth, but a fireball is just that. It comes in as a ball of fire, something that purifies and cleanses its area. It signifies a major transformation in thought, beliefs, living in general. Now, it is said if your house is struck by a fireball, of course it's going to demolish it, but that's supposed to be a blessing. I don't know. I just heard that on the news. Okay. I don't buy it. I'm glad it didn't hit mine. But of some of the interesting ideas of the fireball hitting the earth, I had to go to my co-pilot and just check. And this is what I found. Across cultures and belief systems, a fireball symbolizes transformation, divine energy, and renewal. Like fire itself, it can represent both destruction and rebirth, burning away the old to make space for the new. In many traditions, witnessing a fireball is interpreted as a sign of spiritual awakening or a cosmic nudge to embrace change and growth. Some interpretations link fireballs to divine intervention, personal empowerment, and of course, the burning and purging, purification. Now, I want to, hey, Jackie B and Cat, Janet Jackson, long time no see. I wanted to take a few moments and see what this fireball is. It's the onset of what? It is the coming of what? What comes next after the fireball? And here's my next question was now, is it going to be just for the southeastern region of the country, Georgia, North and South Carolina, or because we now have internet and we have the access to the various TV stations around the country and the world, is that information or is that energy for all of us who can watch? I don't know. Hey, Jenna. I'm laid back, Jenna. I just got some news. I'm like, oh, fireball. What? I hopped up. Now it's not, this is something separate from it's the meteorites that are hitting also. But even that has a significance. It is definitely a time of spiritual awakening of something. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw down some cards to see uh, just what the fireball is heralding. Hey, Sheila K., how are you? All right, tarot team, come on in. Also, we call upon the protection of the archangels. Ela, Kela, Zaziel, Aziel. Surround us north, far, south, east, and west. My home, my viewers, my block. Yes. Surround us with your flaming swords and watch out for those meteorites. The question is, what is this fireball heralding? Is it for just the southeastern region, or is it for the entire United States, or is it for anyone and everyone in viewer range? What is the fireball heralding? Announcing. But I mean, when you're a fireball, you don't say fireball is announcing. No, it is a herald, complete with flags if you have them. Hello, Gael. How are you? Hello, Ariana. Sheila. Okay, what is the heralding of this fireball? Now, I'm not going to be on here long because I'm going back to chill. What is the heralding of this fireball about? What is it heralding? Significant change is what it's heralding. Let's see in what areas. One more, two more. Okay. Okay. And if you like the reading, you can also make a donation at my Cash App, which is $Grand Madam 1111. Let me pop that in there right now. $Grand Madam 1111. Yes, buy me a beer. What the hell? Okay, really? Oh, I'm to pick up the cards in the middle. That usually means in depth stuff. Oh, look, Six of Wands. So there is some type of victory afoot. This is the energy of victory. Let's see in what capacity. Has to deal with what people are working on right about now, or it may have to do with work. Oh, it may have to do with some workings that are going on behind the scenes that we know nothing about. Hmm. What could this be about? New alliances, new contracts have been written up. I still don't know what this is about, what area. This is my soldier's card. This is someone coming in with interrogatories, questions, demanding answers, demanding action be taken. That's the Knight of Swords. And here's the sun. This is also another sign of success. The sun also illuminates what is hidden. So, ooh, giving me the heebie jeebies right about now. What is hidden is about to be revealed. About what? I still don't know. Hello, Janet Jackson. The first and last time you saw what? Back in 68. Ooh, a shooting star. Yes. Did you notice anything changing, Janet? Any major events? 1968, they killed Dr. Martin Luther King. 1968, hmm, let's just say there was suddenly a need for integration. What else happened in 68? Riots, of course. Um, that's all I can remember for right now. That was a big to do. Yes, that was a big to do, Janet. Mm-hmm. Hey, Cookie Bee. Okay. Well, oh, this is the hangman. So some folks or some perspectives are needed to be really undone, being stuck in your ways, stuck in your way of thinking, needs to come apart. And that's what that fireball. Oh, hell, I just thought about what I just said. Hello, Linda Russell. I just thought about what I just said, Janet Jackson. That was a year of turmoil, 1968. Nicholas, hello, how are you? That was a year of turmoil. Hmm. I mean, I was safe, but it was still rough. All we had then was the 6 o'clock news and black and white TV. But I got caught out there with my little brother leaving church. We had to walk about 2 hours to get home and duck the, what you call them folks? There were folks who were protesting, officially protesting or protesting in the proper way, going up 33rd Street to Memorial Stadium at that time. And then all of a sudden, it was a unity, bringing the racial unity type of, what was it called? Oh, I can't remember. It was 1968. Um, a pep rally kind of thing. It was a good thing. And then, like, I'm standing on the bus stop with my little brother, holding his hand. I was all of 13, and the buses were going by. They only let white people on the buses, and so I'm like, well, at that time I could walk home. I was 13, no big deal. We saw these other people coming. They did not look like they were from Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore has a look different. Every different areas have a certain look. People kind of dress the same, and they just have a. That was 63, I think. I think. Um, Kennedy. No, the Kennedy assassination, I do believe, was 63. They took Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Um, they were in jean jackets, the blue Wrangler Levi type of look. They had great big black bushes, Angela Davis kind of bushes, but they had, which was cool. It was a new look. But then they had them daggone gloves, and whenever I see those gloves, black gloves with the space open, I'm like, oh shit, what is this? I don't know. I had my little brother by the hand, and hey, Jaconda, we start walking up the road. Well, walking up the street, and they were about 3 or 4 blocks away from their goal because they were going over to the stadium to create havoc, and that's just what the hell they did. Boy, shots were firing and everything. Me and my little brother, we just started running. Pew, 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 pew. Run a few blocks, walk a few blocks. Run a few blocks, walk a few blocks. That was 1968. Okay, for me. Yeah, a major concern is the instability right about now. Yeah, we are terribly unstable. We're unstable. We're just unstable. Our money is unstable. Our government is unstable. There's instability all the way around right about now. Here comes another report. This is the page of Pentacles. I think it's going to be on our assets, GDP, NASDAQ, investments, stock exchange, all that. Yeah, I'm going to go back and look at that. It happens quickly, whatever it is. This is the 8 of Wands. Yeah, this is also, it can also indicate the fireball floating out of the sky. That thing went. When I first saw it, I thought it was a fireball on my foot. That's a missile. But no, when it went ding like that, I was like, oh no, that's not a missile. Not a missile. Oh, look. Topic of discussion. Oh, I think we're going to get a regime change or something going on with the emperor here. With Emperor Phoenicia. Oh, snap. Hold on a second. I want to look at, I want to see what's behind here. This report. Pages are always children, but they're also, as children, they represent the seeding of a thing, the seeding of an idea, of a report, the seeding of a book, the seeding of a report, the seeding of the very, very, very beginning where the materials of whatever is being built is just about to come together to lay down a foundation to build something. That's what a page is. And in this case, it's about the Pentacles, which is about the money. Yeah, Emperor Phoenicia. Okay. Yeah. What is the Page of Pentacles? What's the Page of Pentacles? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm using the what lies beneath deck. Oh, one thing I found out last night: 128 Democrats voted against impeaching Phoenicia regarding the Iran strikes, and 6 of them were in my state. All my state representatives. I'm like, I knew one of them wasn't shit, but I didn't know. I had faith in the others. Okay. Oh, look, y'all. Shucks, hold on. Whatever is recorded here, we're talking about burning evidence here. Now, does that mean the evidence is going to burn, or they're going to find it, or they're going to bad choices, anger management? They're going to catch they're going to catch Nisha doing something else that has depression. And we talk about depression. That can also mean recession, something that puts up, that can put us into a recession. Okay. And this, it says sexual protection, But I'm looking at it as a barrier, of setting up some kind of barrier. Okay, that needs to be done. Put something, a regulator, put some regulation in place. Okay. Oh, bottom of the deck, and this is just clarity. Caught finding evidence, getting caught cheating. Okay, let me put all these together on that. And it has to do with money. Or also, I use the pentacles as a representation of ballot. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. I don't know why, because we all suspected this. And we know that if we know it, they know it too. The powers that be. Oh, we didn't see this coming, but this I do believe is the attempt at impeachment. This is the Justice card. This is lawsuits, lawsuit city. Or it could be, doesn't have to be impeachment. It could be straight up criminal activity because something is going haywire in Congress right now. These GOP witnesses, they are going ape shit right about now. I mean, they are, look, look at this. The tower. Well, I think what we've been waiting for is about to go down. It feels like we're all, yes, yes, yes. Look at this. And oh, the mental challenge is the alliances that have been made. This is about fearless leader, or maybe some of the fearless leaders down in the South. Mm-hmm. And what's the emotional challenge? Being lackadaisical, being irresponsible, being unaccountable, being a fool. And the outcome, look at the outcome, resignation. Either that is meditation, resignation. Ooh, oh, bottom of the deck is my card, the Four of Wands for the White House. Folks, all I can say is hello, Jackie B, is my heart, M heart, hello. Nora, hello. All I can say is, some people feel that the celestial deities throw stones at us when we aren't paying attention. I don't know what this is. This is a definite change of energy that's let something in. Oh my goodness. This very easily could mean, I'm going to go back to the first three. Now, this, let me get this, very easily could mean that, I know I said work, but I forgot I also use Pentacles as the ballot. Okay. How secret, nope, wrong one. How, this camera's something else. Behind, how secret behind the back things or counts with the ballots created a victory for Felicia. Maybe for some, why now though? I don't understand why now. Um, there is something it is something on record. So meaning it has been recorded that something was done. I don't know if it's just been discovered or it's just being revealed. It's just being revealed. Yeah. Hey, Kimberly Dixon, how are you? Jaconda, did I say hello? Oh, yeah, yeah. Girl, I wouldn't got it. It's in Newsweek. Mm-hmm. That list, Jaconda, that list. 128 Democrats voted against the impeachment of uh, Felicia regarding the Iran situation. And I wonder if they were the same ones who voted against Kamala Harris. Anyway, well, let's look at the bottom of the deck. I mean, they're still going at it. I'm looking at Ben Marcellus, the Midas touch. GOP witness implode under cross-examination. Oh, they've been busted now.
In the country. And so what is what would you spend the $4 million on that you would get a benefit of at least $4 million?
Let's get your educational line of questioning.
They're getting ready. They're catching hell now. I don't know what. Okay. Bottom of the deck. The first bottom of the deck. First thing it talks about. Oh, you know how sometimes when things come to a boil, I don't mean to feel this say be disgusting, but sometimes you get a boil on your bum or your foot or your whatever, and it just grows and grows and grows, and it just has more poisons in it, and it just grows until it finally explodes. I think that's what has happened here. We have the Four of Wands. This is and the castle. We have the White House. We have the Five of Swords, which is the manipulation, and we have the overburdensome, the Ten of Wands here. And what I feel is that when the folks went in to make their changes, they bit off much, much more than they could chew, as Grandma would say. And now they're in. It's not sustainable. They're finding out like all these changes they have made or tried to make are totally unsustainable, especially when it comes to money. And this is interesting because, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Financial stability was promised, but it did not come about. Uh, People don't have any more new, this one new cup. I think they may have expected 4 or 5 more cups, but this one cup to be added to the 3 they already had. It was a lot put in to only get 1 cup back. A lot of effort was made just to get 1 cup. They were expecting big money, new money, fresh money, big, big legacy money. We talking billions. And it did not happen. Wait a minute. It did not happen. And so what is happening now is that, oh, we're going to get an announcement? Okay. What we're going to get now is a dejected and brokenhearted King of Cups. What is he dejected and brokenhearted? The money reports, the managers, the money managers, oligarchs are about to make the Jeff Bezos in the world are about to make an announcement. Funny I said Jeff Bezos. These folks are, well, Jeff Bezos is in Venice. Anyway, his wedding. But there are others who, we have these boats again. They're moving around the water. These are the big 3. These are the I guess the major oligarchs. 3 of Pentacles, and then we have them trying to get to calmer waters with the 6 of Swords. And they are hoping that they are left out of whatever is getting ready to hit. They are hoping that none of their names come up in the fiction that's about to take place, because the decision is going to be made, judgment is going to be passed, names are going to be called. Okay. They want to stay secret, keep their money close. Money stops flowing, they're withdrawn. Some have even lost a great deal of money or they're afraid of losing a great deal of money with all the shenanigans that have taken place, all the magic manipulations. But now, since the fireball has landed, this is the Wheel of Fortune, and some of those folks are broke. I don't know who it is because people with money know how to manage money. But the truth of the matter is, someone has gone broke. Now, of course, billionaire broke is not like 9 to 5 broke, okay? Hi, Kamoyo, because we could live off of that. But they feel they are so worried and so afraid that they have been double crossed. They're broke. And here we go with the big three again. And it's gonna sound funny, but the way things appear to have turned out is that one person gets away with all of the money. Okay? While the others are like stuck. That is either, or let me rephrase it and say, that's how they feel. That's probably basically, glad you stopped by, Kimoyo. How they feel is like, oh no, he's taking all the money for himself. I'm out of this deal. Trying to make things go back to the way they were back in the past. And I've said it before, not the 1950s, the 1850s. Around the time when they created racism, the words. They had to come with the false, the empty cup, seduction with the empty cup. And now it seems as the people involved, or those folks involved, like the emperor, they have to fight off everybody else now because now folks have just, they found out they did not get what they were promised. They got a fraction of what they were promised, and the oligarchs are pissed. And some have already turned to a new direction. Oh, I'm not going to make any money with him. I'm not going to make any money with him. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to sue. Some are perfectly, very quietly though, I'm perfectly content with that idea. A lot of confusion taking place. This is worse than the Diddy trial. They're going to slow walk the situation down. This is temperance. And this is the power monger, Queen of Wands. But this is the Queen of Swords. There are those who may not be in the money like the oligarchs are, but they do have positions in law. And they have seen some things, and they have finally seen enough to build a case with solid evidence that they can do something now. And that's what they're going to do. Business decisions have to be made. This is when they leave. This is when they get out of Dodge and everybody hops in their yacht and disappears. Or there will be fundamental change. The expansion is going to stop. We're going into this agency, or we're going to do this, and we're going to stop that, and we're going to take that. Stop. And some people will be forced to hold on to what they have, what positions they have, instead of trying some new executive orders or things like that, or whatever projects. They're going to hold on to what they're going to hold. They have to hold. They have to hold because now they've seen that they couldn't move as fast as they wanted to. The conflict they created, they cannot outrun it. Now they're reassessing. trying to keep things secret. It's not working. They're taking hits. They can't sleep at night. Nine of Swords. So to offset all of that, let me give some of these folks, let me just sprinkle some money around, see how that works, see if that'll shut them up. Maybe moving around, moving soldiers around also. But that cycle has ended. That disease or that virus has been isolated, identified and isolated. Here we have the Hermit. This is a card of strength. This is also for me a card of restoration and holding the beast at bay. Well, she's holding the beast in her hands, her arms. You know, folks, we are in an energy now where I'm absolutely amazed because this is the United States of America. We don't have to kick butt anymore. We are using our minds, our principles, and what we stand for, what's in the heart. And we're saying, hold up, wait a minute now. That's enough of that. We're not doing that anymore. And that has created a standstill because the others, well, we know who we're talking about, expected a big knockdown, drag out fight. They expected a civil war, and ha ha ha, they got a whole spiritual one on their hands. A psychic war, one where intent rules and bullying gets slapped down or brought to a screeching halt. And that's what has happened because what we have here is we have the Chariot moving forward, moving through. We have the happiness of the families. And I do believe this is the new spiritual energy this time. You know, my Hierophant has different representations. But for this one, this is the new spiritual energy I'm talking about. And all that fascism and all that other stuff that was tried here, well, it's about to be done completely away with. Completely away with. And it all comes from intention. What was our intention? What were the intentions? And without a shot fired, without one shot fired. And well, that makes me happy, even though I love a good fight, but I can watch wrestling if I want to see a good fight or boxing. But I am just so proud right about now of how things seem to be going. And it's like people have learned their lessons in life as to how this world really works and to how it no longer works and to how it's going to work from this place forward. Hello, Allison Knows. And it's just you would think that you would have thought that I have given birth to the American United States of America. I kind of feel proud because this is where she is really going to live up to what her principles really are. So this is wonderful. It's a wonderful time to be alive. A little scary and exciting though, but it's a wonderful time to be alive. It's when you see Americans stand up to tyranny, like I said, without one shot fired. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that? Yeah, we're in the storm zone. What time is it? No, it's supposed to be getting a little dark. Um, but the electricity is acting a little strange. Yeah, wrestling, not featherweight, lightweight boxing. Hey, all right, Nicholas. UFC. And staying grounded, staying calm. Nora, I just cannot go out there and pull those weeds out my front lawn because I'm afraid of hurting my back and my knee. I done messed up my knee. I dismounted off a trampoline and twisted my knee 3 weeks ago, and it's been not working that way. Hello, what's it? Cold cooks with wine. Hello, hello, and oh my goodness, what can I say? What can I say? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, what's going on? So it looks as though we're gonna keep our eyes on the news. That fireball that hit Georgia, that the night the lights went out in Georgia. Well, this fireball hit in broad daylight. Um, it's gonna be things gonna be shaking up some more. So let's just see what the fireball has heralded. Okay, I promise not to be on too late. I'm not going to. I'm gonna get off right about now. It's dinner time. Hello, Dorothy Parsons. How are you? How are you? Okay, folks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm here. And she kind of said, "Say what?" Yeah. About maybe an hour ago. Yeah, because half an hour was it? I watched it. I watched a couple stations, so and I've been on here for half an hour. So about an hour ago, it hit. Let's say the southeastern region because I'm not sure. It probably hit and splintered because it hit Georgia by way of South Carolina. They South Carolina and Georgia like this, and another. Well, I know Georgia and South Carolina right there. Yeah, old school Japanese. Listen, Nicholas. Okay, you got it. You got it. There was a time when I used to fall and bust my hind parts on those mats. If only I could do it again. But yeah, and that's my whole purpose for this reading. What is the spiritual significance of this fireball? Because that always means major change. Sergio Gore. Why do I know that name? Sergio Gore. Sergio Gore. Sergio Gore. Who's that, Allison? Hold on. Survey Gorbachev. That's where I know that name for. Not on this channel, baby. Now, yeah, yeah, but no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I love my channel. I love you too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yes, yes, I had to think about that for a minute. Like, I know this name. I know this name. Yeah. All that whoo, they might prove that is real, but they can always say immigrant. hmm naturalized citizen, or whatever they want to say. Okay, folks, I just stopped by to say hey y'all and talk about that fireball. At first I saw it, I thought it was a missile. I'm like, oh, here we go. But why would they hit at Georgia when they got DC right here? But anyway, what yeah, okay. Yeah, it is fascinating. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm hmm Folks, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and just hello, Barbara. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I was talking about that fireball that hit that Georgia, South Carolina area this afternoon, about an hour ago. I'm like, oh, look who the hell is on here. Hold on a second. The gnome.
To decide if it should be suspended or not. Let us be clear. It has never been done. It has never been done without approval of Congress. Even Abraham Lincoln got retroactive approval from Congress.
There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Yeah.
Okay, Susan Hussain just put the gnome in her place. It has never been done, and even Abraham Lincoln had to get retro approved. Okay, still talk about that Iran thing. Okay, all right, y'all. I will see you. I don't know. I planned on coming on Friday, tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, much love, folks. Y'all what? Keep your heads up and your tennis shoes on. All right. Bye, y'all.